Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode of Double Trouble. As per usual, we're using the same team because we got one win last time, and we're gonna keep using this until the team basically loses two matches in one episode. Also, I've been considering reworking my team building with Ryan series. As you may have noticed if you've been here for a while, I had that series, and I did maybe about 4 teams with it, but honestly it wasn't getting views, and the reason I think it wasn't getting views, it was kind of boring, so I've been considering, various ways. I could review a team of my own, or I could build a team, and I kind of settled on doing something that a lot of other guys do, and that's basically putting a spotlight on a specific Pokemon, going through the sets, showing examples, and that's what I'm gonna do. So you see this Talonflame here on my team. I think it's probably one of the more unique Talonflames that people have used, and I think for the first episode I'm gonna be doing that, so look forward to that. If you like this team, I will be reviewing this Talonflame and using some examples from every episode of Double Trouble and VGC to demonstrate why I use this specific Talonflame, and that episode will come up probably on a Sunday, not this Sunday, but probably some Sunday soon, and hopefully that'll be a weekly thing, because I have enough material for that. So yeah, that's just an announcement I wanted to make, so let's get into these battles. So far, for those of you who are curious and generally interested, we have 13 wins, 9 losses, and a total of 22 battles. We have a 1576 rating, which we've had for a little while. We lose and then we win, and we somehow keep making it back to 1576. I think last episode or the episode before, we battled someone with like an 1850 rating, which is ridiculous. But I really want to break 1600, and I really want to stay there. You know what I'm saying? I've never done that. I mean, I have, but then I instantly went back down. I'm not very good at laddering, to be quite honest with you. I'm good at individual battles, and then going straight through battles, it just wears me out, which is why I don't really do well at tournaments, but oh well. So let's look at our opponent's team. It's going to be Gardevoir, Charizard, Scrafty, Mamoswine, Goodra, and Rotom Wash. That Charizard is going to be pretty threatening to my team, and without really anything, it's going to be hard to handle. I could consider that he would start off with Scrafty and Charizard, but honestly, one of the best leads right now is Charizard Mamoswine, and I'm gonna go with the assumption that it's Charizard Mamoswine, and I'm gonna go with Blastoise and Kecleon. Kecleon is a perfect Charizard check. It's a check. However, in doubles and VGC, I really do, as long as it's not 6v6, I really do think that when a Pokemon is considered a check, it could be considered a counter, because there's not a whole lot of switching in 4v4. It's mostly like you just stay in there until you die, or you only switch when you have a good point, because, 2 Pokemon attacking really leaves it undesired to make a switch. But, yeah, so it's going to be Blastoise and Kecleon. Now, I have to decide on the other things. I'm going to bring Amoonguss specifically for that Rotom. And I guess it could take the Goodra pretty well, unless it's in the sun with a flamethrower. So that kind of leaves Goodra, and I'm going to bring Marowak. I think Marowak's going to be pretty useful here. So I'm going to bring Marowak. I don't really know what it would do, but Gardevoir could hit, Goodra it could hit, Scrafty it can hit as long as it doesn't intimidate me. But even if it does intimidate me, I still have pretty good strength, so it'll still like rock right through. One thing that my Marowak has is a Substitute, which I never really get around to using, but honestly Marowak does not really have good choices, until they of course give us move tutors, because in 5th gen it gets the punches, like the Ice Punch, Fire Punch, and Thunder Punch, and yeah, I'm gonna need that. So in comes Rotom and Scrafty. So my Kecleon's kind of sort of weak right now, and it really has no reason to be in here. So I am going to protect with my Blastoise, and I'm going to Trick Room. This way I can get my Trick Room set, I can start going, I can start running through. I'm pretty sure the Scrafty is going to be faster than me in Trick Room, as per my Blastoise, But as for my others, what am I thinking of? My Marowak. My Marowak's gonna underspeed that, and this way the Rotom has to. Oh, you're okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I didn't get my Trick Room off. I thought I would be able to, but I didn't. So I'm gonna go for the Aura Sphere on the Rotom, and I'm gonna switch in my Marowak, hoping he doesn't predict me and go for a Hydro Pump. Because really, Kecleon has nothing to do in this. Although, you know, I think I would have switched it out if he thought so. He is going to go for the Thunderbolt, thankfully. Oh, yes. And he's probably going to go for the Drain Punch or something. So the Aura Sphere is not going to do a lot. It really won't. So he's going to Drain Punch the Marowak, but fortunately for me, I do, in fact, carry a lot of defense. Marowak is pretty defensive. So he probably has to go for Ice Beam, or Ice Punch, rather. So I'm actually not sure what to do here. Now that I switched in, I'm going to go for Aura Sphere on the Rotom, and I'm going to protect with my Marowak. He can't go for Thunderbolt, so he's going to protect. Oh, he's predicting me like nothing. So I have to do a lot of switching around here to kill this Rotom. Let's see what yeah, you're gonna go for that Ice Punch. I wonder if you're gonna double attack me. I'm gonna Aura Sphere again, and honestly, if he double attacks me, it's not the end of the world, so I'm gonna Bone Marine the Scrafty. Maybe he's thinking, hey, you know, I just showed him that I'm gonna be attacking him. Oh, he's gonna burn me instead. Okay, or miss, obviously, but still pretty good for me. And the Aura Sphere is not gonna kill, and because of that Citrus Berry, I'm not gonna kill him again. Although I might take him out next turn, I don't know. He goes for Drain Punch, I guess thinking the Will-O-Wisp would go off, so that's good for me, actually. Bone Marine's not gonna do as much as I was hoping it would. It's gonna crit, though. Not that it really matters, because I can just get him next turn. So I'm actually going to Aura Sphere the Rotom and Protect again with my Marowak. Hopefully he doesn't predict me and go for Protect with Rotom. That'd be unfortunate. But we'll see. It's probably... I don't know. I'm going to get Protect off with my Marowak. Oh, right. Okay, good. And Aura Sphere, I'm really hoping the Aura Sphere kills the Rotom. I don't know. It doesn't! Alright, so my next best bet is to switch into my Amoonguss, who he can't do anything to, and Aura Sphere the Scrafty, so that thing stops annoying me. So I'm going to bring in my Amoonguss here. Really hoping he doesn't predict me to attack his Scrafty, because his Scrafty is starting to annoy me. It's starting to bug me. I need to get rid of it. So he's going to Hydro Pump the Amoonguss, probably. Yeah, and that's not going to do very much. It's going to do about 20, I think that was? No, a little bit more, about 40, but either way. And the Scrafty's going to go down to my Aura Sphere. So now I'm in a pretty... the crit really didn't matter, and the crit before didn't matter because I did target the Scrafty, of course, and it would have died regardless. So, let's see what my opponent brings in. I'm really hoping it's not a Charizard. It is a Charizard. Okay, so I need to sacrifice something. I want to kill the Rotom. And you know what? I'm bringing in my Marowak to take whatever the Rotom wants to do, especially if it goes for Thunderbolt. This way, I can bring in my Kecleon, I can take out this Charizard, and all will be well. As long as the Charizard doesn't go for Solar Beam, that is. The Charizard goes for Solar Beam, which I really don't think it will, because I'm thinking it's probably going to go for Thunderbolt with the Rotom in order to kill the Blastoise, and probably going to go for Flamethrower, except he's going to Protect with the Rotom. Drat! You can go for Heat Wave. I think... Oh, I'm going to avoid it with Charizard, which means I'm probably going to die with Marowak. Yes. Okay, so that's still actually pretty good for me. That's still good for me. Because my Rock Slide might actually still kill this Rotom. Believe it or not. I'm not at full HP with my Kecleon. However, I don't really care. I'm going to Protect here. And I'm going straight for that Rock Slide. Don't know if he's going to see it coming. I don't know what he's going to do. He might burn my Kecleon. He's going to burn my Kecleon. He's going to do it, isn't he? No, he's going straight for the Protect. Should have gone for Trick Room. I mean, honestly, there's no way I would have seen that coming. But now he can kill me. Wait. Didn't the Rotom Protect? Did it fail? I'm really confused, to be quite honest. I saw the Rotom try and use Protect, and I thought I got it off, so... Oopsie. But now I'm actually in a pretty decent position. I'm going to stay in. I'm going to go for Ice Beam against the Goodra. I'm going to go for Sucker Punch onto the Charizard so it doesn't Solar Beam me. Although it might still attack me. Oh, why did I do that? I had a resistance as a rock type. I had a resistance as a rock type. But he is actually going to Solar Beam. Which one are you going to Solar Beam? Probably the Kecleon, because Kecleon's probably the biggest threat to his team. And it is. So, fortunately for me, I am a pretty solid, specially bulky Pokemon. So I'm going to take both of those hits really well. Unfortunately, I am going to take an Ice accuracy drop. Wow, I can't think right now. Weakness Policy. Wow. Weakness Policy Goodra is a good Goodra. I gotta be honest with you. So I'm gonna have to go for another Ice Beam onto the Goodra, and I'm gonna go for Sucker Punch again. I have no reason not to. Like, he could Protect. I really don't care. The Muddy Water will kill my Kecleon this turn, though, so I should have cared. Although, yeah, no, actually, no matter what I did there, I would have still died. Yeah, I still would have died. So it really doesn't matter. So now it's just Amoonguss versus Kecleon. Amoonguss and Blastoise versus Goodra and Charizard. So the sun's actually kind of helping me right now. There's really no point in going for Rage Powder because he can just Heat Wave. So I'm going to Water Pulse the Charizard because that's still going to be good enough to attack. And I'm going to Protect with my Amoonguss because I want to keep my Amoonguss alive for that Goodra. It's Weakness Policy, so I have reason to believe it's not, he's gonna go for Solar Beam. Oh, no. Okay, good prediction there. I feel like Hydro Pump, I feel like Heat Wave and Muddy Water would have been enough to take out my Blastoise, to be quite frank. So I don't know if it really mattered. Sun will fade. Sun will fade. Do I have any way to come out of this? I can Spore the Charizard and whittle it down, but I doubt that's going to be enough, to be quite honest, because he's going to go straight for that Heat Wave, and that's going to kill me, especially since it's not technically a spread move anymore. Wow! I did not die to that. I'm going to die to the Ice Beam, but I'm really rather surprised that that didn't work. That didn't kill me. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So that's going to be the first battle. 2-0 in our opponent's favor. Not too shabby, if I do say so. He did play us pretty well, so I'm very welcome to him winning. That Solar Beam play was really the nail in the coffin, because I was considering going for Rage Powder. I was considering it, but I figured Muddy Water and Heat Wave would have been enough. So there was really no reason in doing that because it's spread moves, and I wouldn't have redirected them, it still would have hit me, so interesting. Very, very interesting. And unfortunately, my powerhouse Kecleon was not able to get the kill. However, the changes I made to this Kecleon, I haven't made them yet in the game. I've made them on Showdown. I would have been able to survive that second Muddy Water because I am running. I changed my EVs from defense to special defense, and I gave myself more attack so I can take out things like that quicker. But our opponent's going to be bringing Conkeldurr, Bisharp, Gardevoir, Arcanine, Gengar, and Aegislash. Interesting. A lot of 2 steel types, but a pretty good counter to fire with Arcanine. Gengar and Gardevoir actually are going to be probably the biggest threats, but judging by those threats, I think I want to start off with Kecleon and Talonflame? No. I'm going to start off with Blastoise and Kecleon. We're going to bring Talonflame, and I kind of don't know who else to bring. I'm going to bring Amoonguss, but Amoonguss might not be really the best option. I'm going to bring Marowak, because Marowak can do some damage, and that's kind of what we want to do. We want to do some damage. Yeah. So my question for you guys, and I'm going to look this up after I'm done recording, of course, but does anything else get Rage Powder? Because honestly, I like Amoonguss's defensive prowess, but when it comes down to it, it just can't win games. Unlike Ferrothorn, who's really defensive, but with Leech Seed, it can win games. So that's kind of my issue right now, my conundrum. So I'm going to Water Pulse the Conkeldurr, and I'm going to switch out my Marowak into Talonflame, because the fighting type is real. Fighting type is real, and I could potentially, well, not with my current EV spread, but I could maybe take out the Gengar if it decided to go for an attack, which even if it did, I could probably still take. I don't know. I like the new EV spread. This EV spread's not very good, and this EV spread's from Bridger Snow, and it's the team that I use. It's part of the Charizard Trick Room team that I used before, and he didn't give any specific reasons as to why he uses EV spread, and I looked at it and I ran calcs, and honestly it just doesn't hit things like it should. It really misses out on a lot of crucial KOs and stuff like that, so I changed it up. I gave it more attack. I think I made it a Brave Nature. I gave it some special defense EVs because it really needs those special defense EVs. It has good special defense, it has decent HP, so in my opinion I needed to give it that. So I'm going to Water Pulse the... I'm going to water... Do I want to Water Pulse the Gengar or the Conkeldurr spot? Because the Conkeldurr is probably going to switch out. The damage my Water Pulse did leads me to believe that it is Assault Vest, and especially since it went for Drain Punch and it did that much. I think it is Assault Vest, so he's probably going to switch out. Now the question is, I'm going to Water Pulse the Gengar, because the Gengar is still a threat, and I'm going to overheat the Conkeldurr spot, hoping for a switch out. You're not going to switch out! Why wouldn't you switch out? You have Rock Slide, don't you? You have Rock Slide. Nice. Wow. I really expected him to switch out because of Brave Bird. Brave Bird would have killed it instantly. So that was a really interesting play for him. And I was going to Water Pulse that spot. He does have... Yes. 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 I apologize for my miss. But that really did help me out very well. Him missing the Rock Slide was very crucial. So I'm going to Water Pulse the Gengar again, and this time I'm going to go straight for that Brave Bird. On to the Conkeldurr, which should kill it. And then the Gengar will probably kill me in return, which is unfortunate because of the Steel types. Gengar is going to protect, thankfully. Whoop, whoop. Alright, so this Brave Bird's going to go off. I'm hoping this kills, because if it doesn't, then that's awkward. But it will kill. I was really predicting you to switch out before. I guess your switch out was really obvious, but I'm unfortunately going to die anyway to the Brave Bird, so you win some, you lose some. And who did I bring? I brought Marowak. I'm going to bring Marowak in here. If I remember correctly, it has a pretty good matchup against anything he could potentially bring in. I don't think he had Intimidate. So let's see. He's going to bring in Bisharp. Okay, good switch in for me. Fortunately for me, I have quite a good amount of leeway in what to do. So I'm going to Bone Meringue the Bisharp. So he's going to Sucker Punch. That's probably not going to kill me. Yeah, no, it's not. But he might double attack the Marowak, which would actually be kind of a bad idea on his part. So he is actually going to go for the Blastoise. Now, why I say it's a bad idea is because my Blastoise can still take out this Bisharp with Aura Sphere. It's 4 times weak to it, so him focusing on the Marowak would mean that he wouldn't have anything for my Blastoise, especially if I took out the Gengar that turn. So luckily for me, both my Pokemon survived that onslaught that turn, and whatever he has left, I do still have my Kecleon in the back. He is going to bring out the Arcanine, who even if he goes for Wild Charge, I'll survive that because I do have the Lightning Rod. Nice. Okay, so I have to go for the Water Pulse, and I have to go for the Bone Meringue, and that should kill it. Because he can only kill one of us, unless he has Earthquake, in which case I still don't think he's going to kill either of us. And even at -1, Marowak hits like a truck. It is definitely one of my favorite Trick Room attackers, because it's just so powerful. It has like 580 speed, it's ridiculous. So he's going to go for the Blastoise, which even that is still not going to be able to take me out. And this Water Pulse might not take it out, but it'll do a hefty amount of damage. It's going to just take it out. It wasn't even a crit, so that's awesome. I love that. I love this team, guys. It's so cool. It's so awesome. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you at the next video. Peace.